Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series of Object Oriented Programming with Java. Our today's topic for this particular video, that is a Java programming using file IO, that is a file input output. So I will show you a different program for the file input and output. I am an instructor Mr. Ankit Patel. So let's start the program for the file management. Now in this session I will show you a different program of the file input output. So let's discuss the first program, that is write an application that read a file and count the number of occurrence of digit 5 and supply the file name as a command line argument. So what we need to do in this particular program, we are just giving a file name as an argument. After that we just want to just check it out how many number of 5 number digit in that particular file. So first of all we need to create that particular file. I will show you the content of a.txt over here. Here in a.txt only the 5 will be in the single time, right? So I am using here 95, 85, 35, 25. So my 5 will be in this particular file 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 time, and 105 is there, 6 time is there. So my output will be in the form of the 6. So first of all let's understand the logic of this particular program. So for that one important package is required, that is a java.io. Now I am just reading a particular file using the file reader and hold the file in the buffer reader, because I am using the one method of the buffer reader, that is a readline method is there. Now in a string I am just using a string variable, that is a s1 is equals to br.readLength. I am getting the first line from the file. Now in the first line I am using another loop, that is a s1.length. s1.length, that is a nothing but this will contain whole the character in that particular line. Now I just want to check each and every character, that is s1.char of I is equals to 5, because here 5 not in the form of the integer, I am just consider only the as a character, I am not converting into the integer. Now if it is found, then simply just count plus plus. After that we are just printing total number of occurrence of 5, that is equals to count. So this is a simple code. I am just using a for loop. At the end of the line I am just going there and checking each and every character. You can also use this program, make a program using the only the file reader. Just do not want to use, suppose if you are not want to use a buffer reader, then you can make this type of program. But here I am just make a simple structure in each and every program. You can have refer my last video or previous video. I am using a buffer reader in each and every program just because for the easy structure of the, because there are the number of method available in each and every class. So how to remember each and every method? So I just want to tell you, just you can just remember the all the method of the buffer reader and then make any kind of program. I will show you first of all the output of this particular code, that is a javac demo 8.java. So there is no any kind of error. Let's run this code, java demo 8, then we need to pass the file name. So in the file the total number of occurrence of 5, that is equals to 6. So as I already show you the content of a.txt, that is 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? Suppose all the later line in a single line, there is no problem, right? Because this will automatically just calculating the containing the whole the line, because how many 5 is there, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, and suppose if you are writing one more, there is no problem. Let's just run it out and you can see 5 is equals to 6, sorry 7. So hope you understand this particular code. Now my next code is for write a program to display the byte of a file in the reverse sequence. Now if you want to print the file in the reverse order, there is a one difficult problem is there, right? You have the two options, either you can store all the file in the string or string buffer and then you can use a reverse method of that particular and then you can print it. But suppose The program is kind of the program where you want to just read the file from the fifth character of that particular file. At that time it is difficult to handle. You can make this type of program using the string also, but here I just introduce a concept that is called as a random access file. So here the random access file is a more advantage compared to file reader writer as well as a file input stream, file output stream. That is, you have just create a single object. Using that particular object you can read also as well as you can write the data also. So let's discuss the program. That is again a part of java.io. Just create the random access file object, and I am passing the command line argument, and then I am passing the mode of the operation, in which mode you want to open that particular file. I am just passing RW, that means read as well as write mode. Suppose if you are passing only R, you can use this particular object as a reading purpose. Suppose if you are pass a W, that means you can also use as a writing purpose, and you can pass RW, that means in the form of the read write. Now after that I am just getting the all the length of the file using position is equal to rf.length. Length is nothing but total number of character in that particular file. Then simply I am using a for loop, that is I is equal to position -1. That means I just want to go to the end of the file and then read that particular character, right, and simply I just want to print that particular. After that I am just using a seek method. Here the seek method is the most important method, where you can set this file pointer at anywhere in the file, right. So I am just using that particular pointer over here, and using a byte I am just converting this in the byte of the array and printing this in a system.out.println, right. So let's run this code again, that is java c demo9.java, and Java I am passing the same file demo9.java, sorry, I am passing the same file demo9.java. You can see all the file printed in the reverse. Suppose if you want to use a smaller file, the first of all I will show you the content of a.txt. This is the content I am just write down only Ankit Patel, and then I am writing hello. So here starting with the O, L it will print. Let's run this code again, and I am passing here not this file a.txt I am passing. You can see hello, first of all it will reverse, it will start with the O and then it will reverse the Ankit Patel. So this is the easiest way to handle the file using the random access file. So because you can set this file pointer anywhere in the program. So this is the advantage of the random access file. And my last program for this video, that is write a Java program which read a number from the number.txt file and store even number to even.txt and odd number to odd.txt. So what we need to do, we are just getting the number and we are just separate out, even number will store in a even.txt file and odd number will be stored in a odd.txt file. So suppose if you are write a particular file, right, the file will automatically created in a Java. No need to create even.txt in an odd.txt file. But here I am just using a number.txt as a.txt. So I will show you first of all what is the content of a.txt, because this is here Ankit Patel is there. I am using a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Right, I am just using here passing a 10 number as an argument. Now after that we are just clearing one thing, because a file that contain the all kind of data in the form of the string. So we need to convert that particular number into the integer, then and then we can bifurcate the number is even or odd, and we have to just check it out this separator, which separator you are using. Suppose if you are using a comma separator, then using a comma separator you just need to separate out all the number, right. So here I am using a line separator, one, then enter second, each and every number in the new line. You cannot enter a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a single line. You need to just use a separator. So I have used a separator as a line separator. you can use any separator. So I am using a.txt in a read mode, and then using even and or.txt in the form of the write mode, and I am using a print writer for writing the data, because I just want to use a println method of the print writer. After that, this is the logic, this is the actual logic. I am using a s1 is equals to br dot read line. I just read a particular file, whole line. After that, converting that particular line, that means we know the data of our file in the form of the integer, and I am just putting the code, that is, if the number dot 2 is equals to 0, that means a number is even, then I am writing pw1 dot println, and if it is odd, then I am writing pw2 dot println. So number is even, I will print the data in a pw1. Pw1 is a nothing, but it is an object of the even.txt, right? And pw2, it is a nothing but odd.txt data. So suppose if you are writing p1.w, the simply that number will be written on the even.txt file, and suppose if you are writing a pw2.println, that data or that number will be written on the onto the odd.txt, right? So simply we are just, so here when you run this particular program, no any kind of file will be passed on to command line argument, because I have just already passed this name, because the name is already telling the question. Here in place of the number.txt, I am using a.txt. You can use the number.txt and just create that particular file. Let's check it out first of all. Let's run this code, java c, then demo 10.java, demo 10.java, there will be no any kind of error, then java demo 10. Now simply the data is written in the font. Let's check it out, the content of first of all a.txt, that is my 10 number is there, okay. Then the content of even.txt, you can see only 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 is written, right. And let's see the content of the or.txt, that is a 13579. So you can make these type of different program using this concept. I am using here file reader and buffer reader. We are just separate out with this simple logic is there. We are getting a first line from the file 1 and converting that particular number in the font. But make one thing clear, that which separator you are using for passing the number. Suppose I give you this example. Suppose my content of the a.txt is not like that. Suppose it is in the form of like this, right? Then the code might be different. We need to use a one separator, and we are splitting each and every number with the comma and store in a string, after that converting that particular number to the integer. So suppose if you are passing the data in this particular form, and if you run this code, right, if you run this code, that might be a different, you can see the exception will be generated, right. So you have to pass the data, or just clear one thing, which format you are passing the data. So hope you understand these three programs that I have explained in this particular video. So that's it from the programming. So thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.